dietitians, and we even get the NGO counter stroke as a team.
So we are having a meeting which is coming up very soon with the dietitians. We learn from them on a daily basis and how we can improve an assessment form. And secondly, we have there's an officer who is already. We need to have that structure. We need to have a QR. We need to have a SOPs at the hospital aspect.
So well, I agree with and scream that you're here right now.
Because I've been telling everybody in this room, even the diselected, I hope one of the ministers just walk inside here so I can tell him straight, you need to concentrate on stroke right now. So come on, join the team. We've learned a lot from them, and we really need your support on this. If you give your support to us, we'll show you how we can decrease this.
I'm not an expert on any particular health area, but as an economist, I always understood the importance of making sure that our health, the status of our health, is given utmost priority. I always say to people that sometimes say, Anand, it's good to be in the opposition first before you come into government. Being in opposition for 8 years, health was one of the key issues that I articulated, I was passionate about, because I understood that if we get our health priorities wrong, if we don't pay attention there, then the health of the nation, health of our economy, health of everything else that we want to do to improve the quality of life of our people is not going to change. In this budget, which has just kicked on today, we have increased the budget by 58.7 million, which is a significant increase compared to the allocations that we've had over the years, but also in the difficult economic circumstances that we were trying to formulate the budget. I agree 100% with Dr. Ajay Kumar that we have some really fantastic people within our health system. They work hard. We know that the facilities and the support may not be there all the time. Of course, we have our own challenges of keeping our people here. In this budget, we have provided significant funding to improve the working conditions for our nurses. We have allocated funding to hire more nursing aid, nursing assistants, because we felt that our nurses, our doctors need that additional support. Nurses making beds when they should be, doing the clinical work, looking after our sick. These are some important areas and innovations that we have brought within the budget, to address the fundamental issue of making sure that our people have the best facilities. I can tell you this is not time for making a political speech, but the state of our hospitals, health centers were left in a very, very dilapidated condition. We have put in special emphasis to make sure that we do the appropriate maintenance. And I like what Asena said just a while ago, and essentially that's fundamental. We as a government, the day we came into power, we said very clearly that the government cannot do everything. a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge, a lot of experience, a lot of understanding of the issues that confront our people. It doesn't lie with politicians like ourselves and those in government all the time. There's so much that our NGOs, our partners can do for our people. And if you look at the budget that we've formulated, we have made specific effort or paid specific attention to ensuring that we consult widely, we work with the NGOs and non-governmental organizations, we give them support. We've started small, given the imperatives of formulating a budget within a huge debt environment and fiscal constraint. But we have said very clearly that we will work with our non-governmental organizations. So I'm just here basically to support you, to thank you for all the effort. In fact, I was in New Zealand in the weekend, and I was told Honorable Minister Sashi Kiran was there, and some of the statistics that she put out with respect to what's happening, in terms of public health, in terms of the level of NCDs and the number of people who die from stroke, from other different kinds of illness, is not only a cost to our families, emotionally, personally, but it's a huge cost to our nation, economically and otherwise. And so, as a government, as a Minister of Finance, I take keen interest, and we will do that for the next 2 or 3 years, as long as we are in government, to ensure that we provide as much support as we can. But once again, I want to thank all of you from New Zealand. It's just great, it's a show. I know that you spend a lot of your time, your resources, you could be doing something else, but your compassion, your support to not only build the capacity of our own people, but also to support us in different ways to make sure that our people do get the support in terms of what they need medically. So I look forward to, and let me just assure that I have taken note of it. I was invited to the Wow Kids fundraising effort and their meeting recently, and it was a very emotional moment for me to hear and listen to the people who are involved or who are involved in helping our children, helping their families and friends. And sometimes, when people get sick, when people face these medical problems, it's usually the families, the friends, people who take out time to support them, are the real connections that they have. So thank you once again. Vinaka Bakalevu, Dhanyawad. Say Anand, let me just express my deep personal gratitude to you and Susan for being the patron and for supporting us. And we really appreciate that, and on behalf of the government, I want to express my deepest gratitude to all of you and to our people here. And thank you for all the work in Lutoka, in Mombasa, and everywhere that you do. I know the environment may not always be very conducive, but thank you for the splendid work that you do to look after our people. Vinaka.